what we're going to do today is we're going to make some planes that are going to be useful for when we create sketches to attach things to our servos. We'll think of them like arms. So what you need to do is make sure you have your origin turned on. That's the little eyeball here. And the next thing you're going to want to do is click that offset plane. So we have this plane, and we want to use this one because it's facing the direction, if you look at it, that we want to be facing to attach things to our servo. So we're going to click this, and if you notice right here, this has a little arrow. Anytime you have one of those, I implore you, please click that. This one goes up to Object, and early on we made this little drawing, this rectangle, and that's what helped us place our servos. And here it's going to help us place these again. Now, if this doesn't work for you, don't worry, you can go in here and manually do it. So if you have to eyeball it, not really the end of the world, trust me. So I'll just eyeball this first one just to prove it. Now we have our plane. If the origin's getting in your way, just remember you can always make that go away. Come over here, it looks like our plane is down here, and that's the one we're going to draw on. So we're going to create a sketch. Now it's going to be kind of hard to know where to place this because I can't see into here. So what I want you to do is click Visual Styles with Shaded Hidden Edges. So that means we're going to get this nice shaded sort of backdrop, but we're also going to get the hidden little components down here. The next thing we're going to use today is going to be this slot tool, center to center. The reason we're using this is because it comes with some baked in references that we'd like to use. So one of them is a center point, and that's where we're going to click. We're going to click right here where that servo is, and then we're going to scroll out just a little bit. And we don't want to get too big with this. I would say 125 is plenty, but you want to be kind of parallel to begin with, and it's just going to make it easier. And in here, I want to try and make these, let's say 20. Is 20 going to be too thin? Yeah, 20 is pretty thin. Let's give ourselves more room than that. Let's say 30. Let's go back. Say 30 millimeters. That looks pretty good. So we have 125 by 30 millimeters. The next thing I want to do, which we haven't been doing, is I want to put in the holes that we're going to use to drill. So we're going to make those holes 5 millimeters. And if you looked, it snapped right on that point. I'm going to do that one more time. We're going to come over here, and at the end point here, it's linked now to that end little point. We're going to do this a few more times if you don't notice it. But what I want you to do is click 5. The reason we're putting 5 in is not only because it's the standard I have for a bunch of screws, but also it's going to attach really nicely here. And it won't allow this to fall in. And this will have a hat on it, and there will be a little wiggle room. We're going to call that tolerance. You'll learn all about what that is. But for now, it just gives us sort of like a thing to use that's going to be useful for later on. So we'll click Finish Sketch, and we're going to extrude this. And unlike last time, we're not going to extrude 5 millimeters. We're actually going to extrude this in this direction 10 millimeters. So let's type in -10, and if you look, it already gave me the hole, and we're all set. Now, if we wanted this to pop right onto there, it'd be around 7, and we can make it go the other direction for the hole there, but I actually want this to be just like this because we're going to use something called a set screw to tie this down not only to the servo, but also the little hat, that little armature that's going to go on top of here. And we're not going to cut. We're going to make a new body, so it should be gray, and we're going to click OK. So that is your first armature that's attached to this. Super helpful. The next one we're going to make is going to be attached to the other servo, and you have to stay tuned for our next tutorial for that one. But for now, just practice doing this one part.